Well, we're talking with Jerry Berry, who is, or JB, as he calls himself sometimes, former public executive and currently a consultant to municipalities all across the country, and a teacher of municipal council relations, who's just given us a fabulous presentation on municipal council relations and the way in which they've evolved over time. Jerry, talk about how things have changed over your career.
Well, I've been around for 35 years, and certainly when I started, the primary role of local governments was straight services. It was engineering based, it was very technical. I think there was a lot of respect for municipal institutions. And over time, all of those issues have changed with cultural changes, but in particular, municipalities are increasingly the level of government which is most meaningful to people. They're providing not only services, but all aspects of sustainability, and they're going to be the leaders to deal with the future challenges around sustainability. There's lots of challenges around their funding structures, and what I was talking today was around challenges around the models even, and the nomenclature that people use, which hasn't changed since I started 35 years ago, even though the world is a very different place.
A very different place. And one of the fascinating things you were talking about was some of the differences between council styles of government and then the model of, say, Westminster government that we all see on television, with people standing up in question period and asking the tough questions. Right. But that's not really what city council is all about, is it?
No, it never has been. And so that's one of our challenges is an English tradition. A large part of it isn't even written down. It's by convention. English parliamentary tradition, which doesn't apply to local government and never has. So people are confused about that. And the second problem is that we are of this neighbor to our south with 10 times our population, and people see Spin City and American models of a political executive where mayors actually can fire staff and can veto budgets, and it's a presidential type model. So people don't understand in Canada, we don't have that model. Arguably, I would say ours is a preferred model in terms of an egalitarian approach, but it's a one person, one vote model. And that creates a lot of tension if people are misunderstanding that.
So listening to your presentation, what struck me was that CAOs can be a really important bridge between a professional staff that's going about doing the business of service and then a council that operates in this.
And mayors as well. I think that my belief is that, well, first off, I'm a local government patriot. I really believe that local government is where the solutions are going to be. So well-performing organizations have that bridge between the council side, preferably represented by the mayor, and the staff side preferably represented by the CAO. So where you have a well-performing council and a good relationship with the mayor and CAO, that's where you have well-performing cities.
You also made some interesting comments about the differences in language that the two sides use.
Yeah, I just one of my advantages is I have time and it's my vocation to read the literature, and there's a lot of good work done. And what I was referring today was some work that's been done just about the practical realities about differences in communication styles and incentive structures for politicians and for staff. And of course, if you're having ongoing conversations, it's really important to understand when somebody else has a different language. So, yeah.
Well, all in all, a fabulous and fascinating presentation. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thanks.
Thank you.